Hey, it's your boy Caleko. I am in Montana, just outside of Dillion, Montana. I am at Crystal Park. When I was in Spencer, Idaho, the people there told me about Crystal Park, and it was only about 60 miles away. I drive slow, so it took a long time. But Crystal Park has quartz crystals, both regular quartz crystals, milky, clear, phantoms, some smoky quartz, and some amethyst too. From what I understand, the quartz crystals are inside of some sort of decomposing stone or granite. That's what I heard. So here's some of the signs I'm walking by right now. I already paid my $5. So they got some porta potties. I already took a little trip around because as soon as I got here, I noticed one thing. There's snow everywhere. It's foggy everywhere. But the digging area was not still frozen, so I'm not too worried about it. Here's our guide signs. Welcome to Crystal Park. Mineral collecting areas. What is this place? Digging tips. Decomposing grandurolite. The rules. I'm reading all these for the first time too. Now, I saw all kinds of people digging under trees. All right, I read all those. Creating crystals. You can pause it if you want to read this real good. My arms are getting tired from the backpack and holding my arms up. Smoky quartz. Some amethyst. They got some cool crystals you can get out of here, huh? So that's it for the signs. They got a well right there. They got some porta potties over here. There's your Johns. They got a couple more up the trail a ways. So I'm gonna walk the trail and I'll get back to you in a few. I keep seeing a lot of this while I'm walking around the park, trying to get to an area that I want to dig. We're just off the path, not even barely up the hill at all. And if somebody moved a whole bunch of dirt directly from underneath. Oh, well, I didn't see that one was dead, but this one's still growing out of it, so that tree's officially not dead. Probably will be soon now. Maybe, maybe not. But I wonder if they found anything, because I bet you this hole was way deeper considering this giant mound of dirt behind me that's obviously been like screened and moved. But I'm not going under there. They can see all over here. Nobody cared. They just dig underneath the trees. I figure they figure that nobody else has been there, but you know, it's rather destructive. Causes erosion issues. I read that on a sign. There's another big one up there. Holes directly underneath trees. So let's not do that at Crystal Park. I agree with the Forest Service on that one. It's 10 a.m. up here on in Crystal Park. I went to the top of where the park was in the pathway and then down the back side. And if you notice on the back side behind me and around me, there's not near as much snow. It's warmer. As soon as I crossed the top of the hill on this side, it got warmer, which is pretty cool. There is a lot of holes all over here. I mean, give you a quick tour from behind the camera. I mean, there are holes all over the place. Like people put sticks in them so people see them coming. Some people fill them in, which is, you know, what you're supposed to do is fill it back in. But I sort of like the people that build the trenches and then it keeps going as a trench, because then it's like a progressive mining and you're not having to dig through somebody else's tailings in order to try and get to some fresh stuff. But it's pretty cool up here. I doubt there's been too many people that have visited it yet this year with all the snow that's on the top of the mountain. Here's a hole I think I'm going to rake the sides of for a second and see if it starts producing anything. I'm specifically hoping to find amethyst. I'm looking for Smokey, quartz, and amethyst. I love the amethyst. So I'm probably just gonna rake this hole for a couple of minutes right here and then move on down the hill where I saw some bigger trenches, like people had worked on them or like they had a team or something. But I've already found some crystals. Whoops, I just scratched it on a rock. You can't tell in the camera that good, but that's a point right there, and that's definitely crystal. So I've already found some quartz. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I find some amethyst. Well, I thought I had a good feeling about this hole because it seemed to have a whole layer of that decomposed granite. But now, after digging for like 2 hours and barely even hitting a rock, let alone not even a crystal, I'm wondering if this area might have been dug out years ago and then it's just sort of backfilled and grown back over. And maybe I'm digging through somebody's 20-year-old tailings in this back area back here. And that other area over there is where all the holes are on the other side of that tree line. So I think I'm gonna go and pick through around over there on the top and see if I can find a something that tells me a good place to dig, like some crystals or some purple on top of an area. Because I mean, this is fresh melt, so I should be able to find something on top. Because right now it's been all day, it feels like. I've been out here since like 7 a.m. and I've only found 3 crystals, which the crystals aren't calling me right now. So it's about 2 o'clock out here at Crystal Park. I've been here since about 7 a.m. It's definitely a lot warmer now than it was when I first got here. Not as foggy either. there's not crystal just like lying around everywhere. I found one piece of crystal on the top that somebody who had been digging had missed. It was obviously in their like pile of stuff that just got thrown out or something, and since the snow melted, it was a nice little point. I actually left that at somebody else's area. I'm gonna have to go and get it. If you come out to Crystal Park, I would definitely try to come out with a group more than just one person, and I would plan my trip for 5 days. That's what I would do. I would start by digging a huge trench. I would just get below the possibility of anybody else had possibly dug there. I think that would be the first thing that I would do. Maybe using somebody else's trench, because it just looked to me like unless I dug a couple more feet deeper than where I was going through what possibly other people had already gone through. Might not be the case, that's just the way it sort of felt. I wasn't really getting enough rocks, to say the least. It looked like all the rocks in that area had been thrown over, and at some point the grass had grown over. So I got you on my new tripod, which I would have bought a cheaper one, but they didn't have one, and now I'm really glad they didn't. This tripod's pretty awesome. So I'm going to give you the walking tour from where I parked in the parking lot. The parking lot. Do that pan of the parking lot again. All the way around or straight up? Straight up. I'm sick. I don't want to go over the snowbanks. See, there might have used to been just crystals laying all over the ground, but it ain't like that no more. Wow, this hill ain't easy. Man. That's what we just came up. Wow, I like that hole. Look at how much rock they moved out of it. Look at how much rock is still in there. Alright, detour from current mission. So much rock here. Looks like I need to pull out my pickaxe. Excuse me. Alright, well here's what I know about this hole. It's fresh, virgin, seeming stuff. You got the decomposing. You got that decomposing granite, a whole layer of that. You got rocks in a layer right there. I don't even know what you can see. You got rocks in a layer right there, and you got this decomposing granite. So let's see what we can find in here. I've been doing about 15 minutes worth of work, and I ain't seen nothing come out yet that's glass sounding or crystal or looking, but I was sort of on a mission until I saw this area and spot right here. So overall, I would give Crystal Park a 2 stars. I found out from some of the locals that the area gets bulldozed once a year, so any holes and pits that are dug are filled back in. So unless you dig very deep or find a spot like I'm digging right here, you're probably going to be digging through people's tailings. There's not a lot to find for the kids on the surface, although you do have a lot of freedom in how and where you dig. I believe the proper way to dig Crystal Park is to plan on digging all 5 days in a row. Have a few people that want to put in some hard work with you. Try and find a hole or a pit like you see me digging in right here, where you can see layers of earth. And move a whole bunch of dirt until you find some crystals. I definitely think Crystal Park is more of a place for the locals than a spot to go out of your way to visit. But it was very, very beautiful. A lot of hard work for a pocket full of crystals. And that was from about 7 people that I talked to that day. Nobody got more than a pocket full of crystals. It's about 60 miles to any real amenities, too. That's something. That's definitely like some sort of quartz. Right there. My bucket's not with me, but I got a backpack. Unfortunately, my battery died while I was digging in this hole. So, I don't have any more video to share on this park, on Crystal Park. If you like the video, please watch the other ones I have upcoming. Got Nevada and some opal digging soon, and sunstones in Oregon. Please like, share, and follow. More of it. I hit something. And I'll see you next time. What the hell? I need my bag.